Imagine you dedicate your whole life's work to a passion that you have, and then when you're 84 years old, an algorithm is generated to do what you have labored your whole entire life to do in seconds. And not only that, but the program takes the art style you've created, and millions of people around the world begin using it to generate photos of themselves. This is what is happening today with Hayao Miyazaki's work and the Ghibli studio. And this is what he has to say about it.
自分たちの仕事をつなげたいとは全然思いません。極めて何か生命に対する侮辱を感じます。
Hayao Miyazaki is an animator, director, and co-founder of Studio Ghibli, known for creating some of the best animated films in history. Born in 1941, Miyazaki developed a passion for animation and worked at many studios before directing his breakthrough film Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, a film so powerful that it led to the creation of Ghibli Studio itself. From My Neighbor Totoro to Spirited Away, every single frame of every film was drawn by hand, carefully crafted by real artists who spent years perfecting their skills. The Ghibli art style is very recognizable. It's not anime, neither is it cartoon. It's a very specific type of art. Studio Ghibli isn't just an aesthetic or style. It's a reflection of the human spirit. Every frame is filled with emotion, warmth, and a deep understanding of life's quiet, beautiful moments. The AI trend takes Miyazaki's unique, deeply personal work and reduces it to a filter. It treats his life's work as something that can be copied and pasted with a few clicks. Think about this. Studio Ghibli's films are filled with themes of nature, tradition, and resisting soulless industrialization. Now an algorithm, something completely soulless, is trying to replicate them. That's irony at its worst. Miyazaki has always been vocal about his distaste of technology replacing human creativity. In a 2016 interview, he watched an AI-generated animation and called it an insult to life itself. He believed that art should come from experience, from struggle, from being alive. AI art, it skips all of that. But this trend isn't just about Miyazaki. It foreshadows something much bigger. We are entering a new era, one where AI can generate entire movies, write scripts, and replace artists. We're at this point where you can't be sure if I am actually here and if I actually wrote the script and it wasn't AI. And this is actually terrifying because if AI can replace Ghibli, what stops it from replacing all the artists? And let's be honest, we all knew this was coming. It was only a matter of time that AI began generating art that's almost as good as human-made art. However, there's an ethical issue at hand. How was AI trained to create such art? What it did is it stole millions of artists' work across the internet and generated something similar. And the issue is that artistic style doesn't have copyright. Artists own their artworks, but nobody owns an art style. Now, why is it acceptable for me as a human to replicate artistic style, but it's unethical when AI does the same? The core issue is not the style replication, but how it's done. When humans replicate an art style, they study and internalize it through practice, developing their own interpretation over time. Even if they closely mimic the artist, they add personal touches. Moreover, when AI replicates an artistic style, it lacks the original artist's consent, and it can be used to exploit the artist financially. If a human artist mimics a style, they're still limited by time and skill, so they don't necessarily flood the market. AI-generated art can instantly mass-produce artworks in a given style, undermining the artist's ability to make a living. This creates an imbalance where corporations and individuals using AI can profit from the artist's unique style without the artist's consent. We don't yet know the long-term consequences of this for artists. However, I believe that there is a more positive side to this. AI's ability to replicate art can actually make human-made art more valuable because it highlights the depth of human creativity emotion, and intentionality, things that AI can never truly replicate. Art is a highly skilled process that reflects the artist's individual worldview, perception of reality, preferred color schemes, and emotional state. No two paintings are ever identical, even if they're done by the same artist, precisely because of the influence of each of these unique factors. AI-generated art, being artificial and lacking authenticity, cannot truly replace human creativity. As AI becomes more prevalent, people may come to value authenticity and personal touch of human-made works even more. Just as mass production has heightened appreciation for handcrafted objects, AI-generated art could actually elevate the status of human-made art. Artists have fought through dozens of massive technological changes, and this did not decrease the value or quality of art, but instead increased it. For example, the invention of the camera opened up many new possibilities for artists. Some artists saw that it was no longer relevant to make photorealistic paintings, so they founded new movements like surrealism, impressionism, or cubism. With further development of the camera, some artists actually began to make photorealistic and hyperrealistic work, like Chuck Close, who makes photorealistic portraits. In the end, art made by humans is timeless. Many years from now, people won't be looking at the AI-generated Ghibli photos that people made of themselves, but they will still be watching the Studio Ghibli films. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments what you think about this Ghibli trend, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.